there, sports fans. This is PIRTV TV. I'm Quinito Henson. In today's episode, we've got an all-star cast. And we're going to talk about Phoenix Fuel Masters and their recent campaign in the PBA on tour. Kasama po natin si Coach Jamike Jarin. Jamike, kamusta na?
Good evening, everyone. Sir Quinito, thank you for having us.
Nice to see you. At mga kasama natin, the players from Phoenix. First off, Larry Muyang. Kumusta, Larry? Champion from the Latran Knights.
Hello po.
Larry, kumusta na?
Po. Okay lang po. Hello po.
Okay. JV Mocon, kasama din natin. Hi, JV.
Hi, Sir Quinito. Thanks for having us.
Okay, we're going to talk about your stint with Phoenix after rain or shine and how comfortable you are playing with the Fuel Masters. Jason Perkins is also with us, two-time UAAP champion with LaSalle. And Jason is fresh from the States where he had a nice vacation, but already played one game for Phoenix in the PBA on tour. Welcome to the show, Jason Perkins.
Hello, sir. Thank you for having me. It's nice seeing you again, as usual.
All right. And next, we've got this point guard is as fast as they come. JJ Alejandro.
What's up? What's
Hey,
up?
JJ, kumusta na?
Good evening. Good evening.
Naku, marami tayong tatanong kay JJ Alejandro, especially since in his last game sa PBA on tour. Ano nga ang ginawa mo? 24 points lang? JJ?
Hindi ko na po alam eh. Basta ang alam ko lang, 44 minutes ako naglaro eh.
Hindi mo nabilang. And then we've got RR Garcia. Nako, one of our favorite guards in the PBA. He's been in the PBA for 9 seasons. Still going strong, looking better than ever. RR Garcia, kumusta?
Okay lang po, Sir Quinito. Good evening po.
Okay, good evening sa inyo lahat. Okay, umpisahan na natin ito. First, let's talk to Coach Jamike Jarin. And Jamike, Phoenix, racking up a record of 3 wins and 8 losses in the PBA on tour. But if you look at those losses, Coach Jamike, a lot of them could have gone either way. There was a game between Phoenix and Blackwater where Blackwater won by 2 points. That certainly could have gone your way. And then there was a game against Barangay Ginebra, a 6-point victory by Barangay Ginebra. Again, a game that could have gone your way, either way. Coach Jamike, how do you assess yung performance ng Phoenix sa PBA on tour?
Well, Sir Quinito, before I answer you, just like to congratulate our women's football team for making history. So congratulations to our soccer team, to our women's football team, and to all the Filipinos that been following their campaign. Anyway, Sir Quinito, going back to your question, so we're very proud of what we've done, but of course we could have done better. Hindi naman kami galit, no, as the coaches. We're just a little bit disappointed, like what you said. We could have finished the tournament a little better. But the good thing about it, these are lessons learned. So in the coming conference, we will be equipped with these experiences, and we are very positive that we will be more competitive in the coming PBA conference.
Well, Coach Jamike, I have to ask you this question. Your parents are both doctors. They own a very successful health center. Your wife, Jane, is a nurse. Your son, Ivor, is an aspiring lawyer. You have a degree in biology from FEU. What made you go to basketball? Akala ko magdodoktor ka kasi both your parents are doctors. Before you answer that question, I have to also mention that you are 5'2". So,
No,
did you
no,
ever
sir.
aspire?
On a good day, I'm 5'7". I'm a good day.
Oh,
I'm
you're 5'7" pala, okay.
5'7" in a good day. In a normal day, I'm 5'6".
Oh, okay.
In a normal day.
Oh, okay. But I have to ask you, with your height, you probably were one of the smallest in your elementary school basketball team. Did you ever think that basketball would be a career para sa'yo?
Actually, I wasn't the smallest, Sir Quinito. Every time we would line up from by height, I would always come in second. So there's somebody else that's smaller than me. But anyways, looking back, kasi when I always wanted to be a coach because when I played for for San Beda in high school for the Prada Midget and Prada Aspirants, the legendary coach Ato Badolato gave me the inspiration to become a coach because I was sitting down for 40 minutes for 2 years. So I had a bird's eye view of how are things done on the bench. So it was an early start for me at 13 years old. I was analyzing the game from the bench because I literally didn't play much. So to answer you, I hope I answered your question. So
Yeah. But Coach Mike, your history as a basketball coach is legendary. You won countless titles with the Ateneo Juniors. You won a senior championship with Sambeda. You were an assistant coach to Coach Norman Black for at least 5 championships in the UAP Seniors Division with Ateneo. And then
six
you
with
went
Joel
on
Banal, Sir Kinitz.
6. Okay. Update.
Six with Joel Banal.
Ang dami na nun. Now that you've racked up all of those championships, you're immersed in the PBA. You've also had a stint coaching our youth teams overseas. What is your dream as a professional coach? I suppose to win a championship for Phoenix?
These are one of the dreams, of course, Sir Quinito, to win a championship for Phoenix, of course. And by doing that and also making an impact to these young men. So it's always been my trademark that you have to coach these young men on and off the court. So even though I'm still young at heart, I would love to still guide them in their lives that especially after their career in basketball is over. So I would always be a friend, a father, and a mentor to these young men.
So Coach Mike, hindi lang basketball championship ang hinahabol mo. It's also to make a difference in the lives of your players. And I think that's very laudable and
Yes,
very
sir.
admirable. Yeah. Now let's
Thank you.
turn you over to Larry Muyang. Larry, sasabihin ko lang sa iyo kung anong ginawa mo sa PBA on tour. Baka magulat ka. You scored in double figures in points in 9 of your 10 games. And you had double-doubles, points and rebounds in 6 of your 10 games. Ano nangyari sa PBA on tour at biglang umusok si Larry Muyang at biglang naging outstanding player? Certainly this transformation is something that Phoenix fans are so excited about. Larry, anong nangyari? Anong transformation ang nangyari? Because in the PBA on tour, you certainly delivered.
Sa akin po kasi, sinusuklian ko lang po yung tiwala na binibigay po sa akin ni Coach Jamike. Kaya siguro po ganun po yung kinalalabasan ng laro ko din. Minsan naman po may games po na sobrang off ko po talaga. Yun lang po yung di ko maiwasan na yung sa sarili ko na parang napoprostrate po ako na pag di po ako makapag-rebound, makapuntos, parang yan, lagi sinasabi ni Coach Jamike na kailangan ka namin sa loob. Parang ganun po, parang minomotivate pa po niya ako maging para bumuti po yung laro ko.
Larry, matanong ko sa iyo, anong priority mo? Maka-score, maka-rebound, maka-block shot, maka-depensa?
Sa akin po kasi depensa po muna para kasi yung points po darating naman po yan kung malilibre ka po .
Meron ka na ikwento sa akin dati, Larry, tungkol sa pagkamatay ng mama mo. Pakikwento nga sa amin ulit kung anong epekto ang nangyari sa iyo at anong klaseng dedication ang binibigay mo sa laro alang-alang sa memory ng mama mo. Larry.
Sa akin po kasi parang nung pagkawala po ng nanay ko, parang may isang bagay po ako na pinangako na kailangan ko pong tuparin talaga sa kanya. Na parang bago po siya mamatay, parang nangako po ako sa kanya na papagawa ko po yung bahay namin. Kaya parang ganun po ako magpursige ngayon.
Wow, yung dedication, of course, that is in your mother's memory.
Kasi po...
JV mo, go ahead. Ano pa yun, Larry? Hindi, sige, go.
Kasi po, the day na bago po siya mamatay, yun nga po, nakwento niya na kailan ko daw po mapapayos yung bahay namin, ganito. Sabi ko, darating din po tayo dyan. yun po pala, yun na lang po pala yung last na sasabihin niya sa akin na ganun. Kaya medyo nagpupursige po ako para matupad ko po yung pangarap niya para kahit wala na po siya.
Napaayos mo na ba, Larry?
Hindi po. Ano na po, darating din po doon. Di po
Oo,
ako
especially
titigil, di
since...
po ako titigil.
Oo, at saka Larry, bagong kontrata mo ha, 2 years. Bagong
Opo.
kontrata, renewal. Maraming
Opo.
salamat, Coach Jamike. Maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Team Manager Paulo Bugia. Yan. Okay, now let's talk to JV Mocon. JV, ikaw ang go-to guy. Whatever team that you played for, Sambeda, Rain or Shine, ngayon sa Phoenix, ikaw ang inaasahan. Especially when the team needs a clutch basket and a big basket. JV Mocon is the man with the ball. How different now is this responsibility ngayon at naglalaro ka sa Phoenix?
Siyempre, Sir Quinito, iba yung siyempre teammates ko. Saka kasi yung composition namin nung time ko sa Reno Shine, may veterans. Actually, si JJ din, part din nung, I think, the first 2 years doon. And then now, I think it's bigger responsibility. Pero at the same time, siyempre, you wanna embrace yung ganung kind of responsibility kasi that's what makes you great eh. Pero I think, I don't really consider myself like yung go-to guy kasi I'm more of like parang system player talaga ako eh. It's more like parang I complement ito sila Perkins, before Matthew Wright. Pero now I think as a leader, more of us a leader kaysa a go-to guy. That's why I see myself here sa Phoenix.
JB, nabanggit mo si Matthew Wright. During the last season, pagkatapos ng Philippine Cup, nawala sa inyo si Matthew Wright. Ngayon, after this season, nawala sa inyo si Encho Serrano. Those two are very big holes that you need to fill. Sa tingin mo, nakaka-adjust na naman ang team? And sino sa tingin mo ang dapat mag-step up? Kasi malaking bagay na nawala sa inyo si Encho, nawala din sa inyo si Matthew Wright.
Yun nga, Sir Quinito, it's honestly, it's up for grabs. Eh. Like whoever is gonna step up on the plate. Na, dyan si JJ, RR has always been there. JJ stepping up to sila Red Zelda. Eventually, makikita natin, malalaman natin. Obviously, Encho Serrano and Matthew Wright, that's out of our control. A lot of things that are out of our control. Pero we just have to play with the 15 na kung sino yung 15 na nasa loob.
Nabanggit ni JV si Reden Zelda bagong pasok sa Phoenix. I want to toss this question over to Coach Jamike. Coach, you're bringing in guys who've played with you before. Zelda at NU, JJ Alejandro also played for you at NU, and dito sa on tour, si Atienza also played at NU. All of those guys played for you at NU, Coach Jamike. Are you now more comfortable bringing these guys together because kabisado na nila ang sistema mo?
Just to correct you, Sir Quinito, Reden Selden, I wasn't able to coach Reden. I came in a year late, I think a year or two late before. But I knew him from he was playing for NU. So with JJ Alejandro, with Daniela Cienza, and with Chadi Rangel, and also with JV Mocon, RR Garcia also we coached him in the SEA Games. So it's a plus for you kasi minimal adjustment already, and then the relationship that you had before. So it gives an advantage for not just for me and for them also. Yung kabisado mo yung isa't isa. So it's a plus for us, and hopefully the times that we've won in the amateur, we'll bring it here in the PBA.
Well, taking a look at the performance of Phoenix last season, actually out of 3 conferences, Phoenix made it to the playoffs 2 times. Made it to the quarterfinals in the Commissioner's Cup, losing to Magnolia in the quarterfinals, and then in the Governor's Cup, losing to TNT in the quarterfinals. We all know that TNT went on to win the championship. So 2 playoffs in 3 conferences, not bad. Total record, 13 wins and 23 losses. Where do you feel there should be improvement in the way Phoenix is playing to become a serious title contender, Coach Jamike?
Well, right now, kasi Sir Quinito, as far as I know, we're the youngest team in the PBA. So maturity is the number one thing that we have to look at. So we can fast track everything, but yung experience is the one that we cannot really fast track. So because of the PBA tour that we had, this gives us a plus going into the conference. So we just need to finish some games. And like what I've been telling our team, there's a certain point in the game, make it in the third quarter or in the second quarter or early in the fourth quarter. Now we tend to lose grip on the things we're doing offensively and defensively. Now that's enough for our opponents to lead by 8 points and then eventually finish off the game. So these are the things that we have to look in. And like what JB was saying, we all need to step up as leaders. Hindi lang naman si JB. So we have Jason Perkins, we have RR Garcia, RJ Azul. So these are the things that we need to improve more into the next season in the PBA.
Well, talking about Jason Perkins, let's welcome him to the show once again. Jason, you didn't play the entire PBA on tour, but in the last game of Phoenix, you showed up and you wanted to show your teammates that, hey, you're still part of the family. Don't forget me. Jason, how did that feel, not having played the entire PBA on tour and then suiting up for that last game? What statement did you want to deliver to the fans and to your teammates?
I wasn't really trying to deliver any statement, I guess. I just wanted to play with my teammates. They're my teammates, but they're also my friends. Even Coach Jamike, when he's coaching, he makes it fun. It's not too negative. It's a good time. Even Willie and all the coaches. So it was some of it was for the socialism, but also being around that competitiveness again. I've just been working out in the gym by myself, so being out there with 4 other guys was really fun.
Well, Jason, I have to ask you this question, and I'm sure it's bugging a lot of fans who also may want to ask you this question. Out of all the players who have defended you in the PBA, who do you think is the toughest defender against you? Let me just name you 3 names. And if you can just choose from any of those guys, who would be the toughest defender? Sean Anthony, Cliff Hodge, Calvin Abueva.
Definitely not Calvin.
No? I think those 3 guys have at some point during a game against Phoenix, they've gone on to defend you.
Maybe Sean, probably Sean, just
Sean
because.
Anthony?
Yeah, Sean will pick me up full court, and sometimes I feel like he takes it personal, which is what makes the great defenders who take in getting scored on. They take it personal. He's very competitive, even crossing half court line. He'll tell me, "You're not crossing half court. I'm not gonna let you get to the left side." During a play, he'll call out the play and be like, "Oh, you're supposed to go here." But Cliff, on the other hand, he's very tough in the paint. Very tough in the paint. So that's the big difference. But I'd say just because he picks up full court, it gets me more tired.
And your comment on Calvin Abueva?
I just played with Calvin for so long. We're close friends, and also he was one of like my first mentors per se for the players. After practice, we would always play one-on-one all the time, and I always ask him. He taught me how to go full court, all those moves, because his style, I don't know how to play that style, and that's how he played here in the Philippines, and I had to learn it. So doing that with him every day, I kind of just picked it up, and after that, yeah, he can't guard me though. No.
JJ Alejandro. Okay, you had a very memorable career sa UAAP, JJ. Tapos you were a first-round draft pick in 2018 ng Rain or Shine. Naglaro ka sa Rain or Shine, tumawid ka sa TNT, and then now you're with Phoenix. Let me ask you this question. Of all the point guards whom you played with, Doon sa PBA lang, rain or shine, Chris Chu. Tama ba? You played with Chris Chu? TNT.
Hindi ko na naabutan si Chris Yu, sir. After niyang mag-retire. So,
Doon ka pumasok.
parang yung slot niya napunta sa akin.
Ayun, okay. I wanted to ask you, no, sa rain or shine, sa TNT, at ngayon sa Phoenix, sino yung mga point guards na parang tinuturing mong marami kang natutunan sa kanila? At ngayon sa Phoenix, sino yung madalas nakaka-pick up ka ng pointers? JJ.
First si Kuya Jason all throughout my career kasi nung bubble tsaka mga training camp namin sa Talk and Text, lagi kaming magka-roommates eh. So, kay Kuya Jason, marami akong natututunan. Hindi lang sa basketball, pati sa life. And coming to this team sa Phoenix, nandyan si Captain RJ and si RR. Alam naman natin si RR matagal na sa liga. Marami ng experience, finals, and winner din as a player. So, si RR, marami talaga akong natutunan kay RR. Yung kalokohan konti, pero mas marami yun.
Mas marami kalokohan kaysa sa basketball skills?
Mas marami yung positive naman kaysa sa kalokohan. Kaso, bawal kami magkakampi ni RR. Ayaw ni Coach Jamike.
Okay. Sa rain or shine naman, kumusta yung experience ba doon? Okay, stepping into the shoes of Chris Chu, nung nag-retire na siya, sino pa ang ibang mga naabutan mo ron? And how was the experience playing at rain or shine?
Sa rain or shine, masaya ako kasi si JV, sabay kaming na-draft ni JV. Parang number 6 ka ba, Mox, no? Parang, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, number 6 si JV, tas number 8 ako. So, parang meron akong kabatch. Tapos si Ray, teammate ko rin sa national team, sa under 18. So, medyo ka-vibes din kami. Tapos, si Kuya Bo naman, sa pang mga out of town games or out of country, si Kuya Bo yung ka-roommate ko. So, sa rain or shine, parang welcoming sa PBA yung nangyari. Tapos yung sa Talk and Text, parang reality na. Tapos eto na sa Phoenix, parang bigger role. Kasi nga, sabi ni Coach Jamike, sabi rin ni JV na hindi lang isa yung dapat mag-step up sa nawala. Like Macho Wright and Encho. Kailangan every game, malaking issues yung kailangan namin i-feel eh. So kailangan every game, lahat kami mag-step up.
RR Garcia, naglaro ka na for Global, for Star, naglaro ka sa San Miguel, naglaro ka sa TNT, and for the last 4 years, nasa Phoenix ka, no? Parang nakahanap ka na ng sarili mong bahay sa PBA with Phoenix, no? Pero nadaanan mo din, marami ng mga coaches. Now you're with Coach Jamike, yung mga bagong teammates mo, kumusta naman ang pakiramdam with your career still going strong? 9 years ka na sa PBA, but it looks like every season parang mas gumagaling ka, mas influential ang laro mo. RR.
4 na team na lang, Sir Quinito. Inaikot ko na ang buong team sa PBA.
Okay. Okay.
Hindi,
Chris pa. Naglaro ka Chris pa, di ba?
wala din. Siyempre sa akin, sa team na dati na akong sa Phoenix, tapos bumalik ulit ako dyan. Nabigyan ako ng opportunity ulit na mapaglaro. Siyempre, ginagampanan ko lahat yun. As a veteran dito isa sa veteran dito sa team, siyempre yung mga role na binibigay sa akin ni Coach Jamike, siyempre pinagkakatiwalaan ko din yan.
Oo nga, naglaro ka pa din sa Barako. Pero RR, sa tiwalang binibigay sa iyo ng Phoenix Management, they just renewed you, another year extension. Anong feeling mo ang responsibility mo? You feel mas effective ka coming off the bench or as a starter? Tinitingnan ko yung record ng Phoenix in this PBA on tour. At nung last game, RR, nag-start ka. That was your first start in the entire on tour. Was that something that you expected? Napag-usapan ba yun ninyo ni Coach Jamike? RR.
Yeah, yes, dati pa nung si Coach Jamike na yung nag-head coach, sinabi ko na rin sa kanya na off the bench ako lagi, gano'n. Eh, no choice ako kasi wala si Tyler. Kaya yun, syempre, hindi na rin ako nagulat na ako in-start ni Coach.
Okay, yung mga kasama mo sa backcourt ng Phoenix, no? Nabanggit mo si Tyler, nandiyan si RJ, nandiyan si JJ, si Zelda nandiyan din. Sa tingin mo ba yung depth ng backcourt niyo sa Phoenix pwede ng panlaban maski ng whatever team sa PBA?
Malaking bagay yun sa amin, Sir Quinito, kasi ako yung dalawang pinakamatanda dyan sa team. Lagi kong ginaguide si Tyler, dyan si JJ, tapos yung bagong dating na si Zelda. Lagi ako, assignment ko yan sila. Dahil na pag may tinuturo si coach sila, tinuturuan ko rin sila.
Well, RR 33 years old ang edad mo. Pero si RJ, natawat tuloy si JJ. Nabisto ka. Pero si RJ Hasul is 37. Nabanggit ni Coach Jamike, Phoenix is one of the youngest teams sa PBA. Pero si RJ, naku, buti na lang wala siya rito. He's bringing up your average, Coach Jamike. Paano yan? But looking at the ages of your other players, si Chadis 26, si Tyler, of course, is the youngest of the group, 25. Si Simon Camacho is 27. Do you feel that yung balance ng veterans and youngsters is a good mix, a good balance for Phoenix moving forward? Coach
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you look at the age, like what you said, Captain RJ Azul is the oldest. But if you look at how he's been playing, he never missed a game. Diba? He never missed a game. He's never injured. He always plays every game. The only time that I think his record was broken was last 2 conferences ago because he was
COVID.
not cleared to play because he had COVID. Pero I think, if I'm not mistaken, Captain RJ Azul was second to LA Tenorio, yung streak. So that only shows that even though he's 37 years old, he really takes good care of his body. So I may assume that with a 37-year-old age, he's got a body of a 30-year-old. So I'm very confident that Captain RJ Azul has a lot of years to play in the PBA.
For sure. Si RJ Azul will always be there and playing clutch minutes. Balikan natin si JJ. JJ, first 4 games sa PBA on tour, ang average mo 12 points. And then your final game, you scored 24 points. But napansin ko din that you have a preference to get your teammates involved in the offense. Rather than shooting, parang mas satisfied ka, mas kontento ka sa laro mo kung you're feeding your teammates. Tama ba yun? Or RR, swapang ba si JJ o hindi? Mabait na point guard? Ano sa tingin mo? RR?
Tira ng tira.
Tira na tira? Naku, okay.
Basta pag
JJ,
sinabi
ano
ni Coach Jamike, buga.
Ano
Pag sinabi ni Coach Jamike, buga.
Oh. JJ, ano masasabi mo doon?
Sa akin naman po, mas masaya ako kapag nakikita kong nakaka-score si Larry, si Simon, especially yung kaibigan namin ni Larry na si Lats. Mas nasasatisfy ako kapag nakaka-score sila kasi sila yung parang mga bata sa team namin eh. So pag nakaka-score sila, yung buong team namin, yung buong bench, tuwang-tuwa. So parang mas gusto ko sila na nafe-feed ko sila kasi natutuwa yung bench namin. Well, everybody naman, kung sino mga score sa amin, enjoy kami lahat. Mas enjoy lang kami kapag nakikita namin maganda yung laro ni Larry, Simon, ni Lats.
Yan. Si Lats naman, pag-usapan natin. JV, kumusta naman ang samahan ninyo? No? Si Chris Lalata, has been doing very well, considering that he came from a very little-known school. Naglaro siya sa Olivares. But yan si Chris Lalata, improvement niya, ang progression niya has been off the charts. Ano naman masasabi mo tungkol sa development ng laro ni Chris, ni Lats, JV?
Yes, Sir Quinito. Siyempre, big credit para kay Coach Jamike and then kay Coach Willie din kasi they're really training itong mga big men natin. Pero, Sir Quinito, grabe yung kapag inisa-isa mo yung players ng Phoenix, grabe yung history nila, saan sila galing. Hindi naman sila not all of these players galing sa champion team na they had those opportunities na nakuha namin, kami nila JJ, nila Jason. Pero so itong lahat ng players ito, they have a chip on their shoulders to prove themselves to be, one of the great players here in the PBA.
That's so true. And of course, your influence is a major part of their development, JV, especially since, pagpasok mo sa loob ng court, something happens. It's almost magical. And, that kind of chemistry is very important. Yung leadership na sinasabi mo, no? Out of all the teammates whom you feel have the most potential to become big stars in the PBA, JV, who would you single out to be yung parang diamond in the rough na in a few years magkakaroon ng very brilliant career?
Ayun, sir, sinabi niyo na po kanina, Sir Quinito. Si Larry po, every time, actually, even last year, sinabi ko na kay Coach Jamike na ang laki ng kita ko potential kay Larry. Yung time na hindi pa maganda talaga nilalaro niya, pero nakita mo yung skill set niya, how he shoots the ball, yung mga Euro step, bigla magugulat kayo na this big man na to, na ganito gumalaw. So ever since talaga nakikita ko na yung potential, letran pa lang nakikita ko na yan eh. So now napapakita na niya, which is really, really good for us, and I'm really, really happy for him kasi syempre yung nangyari din sa kanya, really mabigat eh. So this is for him to really show, to step up, lalo na nandiyan yung guidance si Coach Jamike.
Balikan natin si Larry Muyang. Larry, okay, nasabi na ni JV now that you have tremendous potential at unti-unti na ipapakita mo, no, yung galing mo. Anong position are you most comfortable playing? 4 ba o 5?
Nung college po kasi talaga ako, 5 po yung laro ko talaga eh. Kaya
Okay.
nung pagdating po sa pro, parang naninibago po ako pag 4 yung nilalaro ko. Kaya nung sa on tour, pinapag 4 po ako ni Coach Jamike, yun, halos nakakatira po ako ng 3. Doon po medyo lumalabas po yung tira ko po konti.
Larry, kailan ang last time na pumunta ka sa barberia para magpagupit?
May
Pinahahaba
rason. May rason po kasi kasi po ako kaya hindi ko po papagupit tong buhok ko.
Bakit?
Parang-
Ano dahilan?
Idodonate ko po kasi para sa mga santo po.
Yung
Yung buhok ko po, papahabain ko po.
okay.
Kasi po
Tapos?
yun po yung gagamitin po nila para sa buhok po ng santo. Kaya ganun po ako hindi magpapagupit po. Kasi po
buhok
yung
na-
nanay ko po kasi mahilig po sa mga santo, ganyan po. Kaya
Okay.
yung kuya ko po kasi nakapag-donate na po. Kaya ako naman po yung gusto ko mag-donate po ako.
So magpapahaba ka ng buhok. Tapos,
Apo.
anong idodonate mo? Pag
Yung
magpagupit ka, yung buhok mo
Apo.
idodonate mo?
Apo.
Pag humaba na
Like-
ng husto.
Parang si JJ po, ganyan din po, nakapag-donate na po si JJ.
JJ, nag-donate ka na ng buhok mo?
Sa akin po sa mga cancer patients.
Paano yun? Yung pag-donate ng buhok?
May certain na haba po silang gusto. Parang mga 8 inches. Kung mga 8 inches,
Ano?
pwede na po i-donate.
Paano yung mga player sa PBA na kalbo? Hindi na sila pwede mag-donate. Ang dami ng kalbo kasi. Ganun ba?
Si RR po kalbo na.
Kung pwede nga po i-donate sa amin, donate na lang niya sa amin sa mga kalbo. Yung mga Padre Damaso.
So, dapat mga 8 inches ang haba. Dapat 8 inches ang haba tapos papagupit nyo. Tapos yun ang i-donate nyo sa
Larry.
mga santo. Ganun?
Apo.
Opo, parang.
Ano na kay Raul Suyod?
Ano?
Kay Raul. Donate mo kay Raul, kaya Chadi.
Arar, magpapahaba ka na din ng buhok o hindi?
Nung bubble po, Sir Quinito, mahaba po yung buhok ko eh.
Tapos?
Mahaba po yung buhok ko. Eh, pinagupitan ko na po. Ngayon, lumilipis pala yung buhok ko. Dapat pala hindi ako nagpagupit.
Hindi mo na ba kinukulayan yan? Eh kung minsan nakikita ko
Nagpakulay po
ganun.
kasi ako kaya ganun. Nagpakulay po kasi ako kaya ganun siguro lumilipis yung buhok ko.
Naku, Diyos ko. Okay. Aba, yun ang bagong nabalitaan natin. I've never heard of that. Pero magandang dedication yan. Kayo pala ni JJ at ni Larry. No? Jason, now going back to you, a lot of people are wondering because you're such a multifaceted player. You can play outside, you can play inside. What is your preference, to face up or to post up?
Either. It depends who's guarding me. If it's a smaller guy, usually post up. If it's a bigger guy, I'll take him outside. But it also depends who's in the second level too. Sometimes I'll look at who's under the hoop. If it's a big guy, maybe I'll just dribble into the free throw line and wait till the defense comes in and kicks it out. But if it's a little guy under the hoop and a big guy is guarding me, I'll drive and then I just won't pass it and take it all the way.
Jason, we understand that you're getting some grounding in being a future coach. And also you've become an entrepreneur in making investments in some businesses, the gym over at Sheridan being one of them. Tell us about all these plans that you have for the future.
Yeah. Right now, more so just doing stuff I like. Since I just graduated school, and that was kind of time consuming. So with all this time, I have a hard time sitting still. So with school, I'm trying to go back for a second degree for real estate. I'm gonna attend MIT get my certification for that, just because real estate's very important. Real estate's everywhere. And also with business, it kind of just fell into my lap, I guess. It's just lucky. Norbert and Dex, some of my friends from school, they just approached me with some things. And I just happened to have the money at the time. So thank you, Phoenix Fuelmasters.
Okay. Well, guys,
Good
thanks
business.
very much for your time. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode, by the way. Ang dami kong natutunan sa inyo. I thought also about the teammates. You guys updated me on kung sino yung mga kalaro ninyo in your different teams. But before we let you go, Coach Jamike, can I ask each and every one of you about your expectations for this coming season? There is going to be a draft in September. Anong klaseng player ang hinahanap mo, Coach Jamike, para makompleto yung lineup ng Phoenix to become a major contender? Coach Jamike, your final words about that.
Well, we got the sixth pick in the draft, Sir Quinito, and we got two drafts in the second round. So, but the decision will come, kasi yan, as a committee, as coaches, and you would be surprised that I would ask their opinions, our players, their opinions on if, like for example, is Mr. Quinito Henson is available at the sixth. Ano masasabi mo, Mr. Muyang, Mr. Garcia, Jason, JJ, and JB? So it's good, but of course the last decision will be mine. So kasi we would like to bring in somebody, not of course a player that would really help us, but of course we need somebody a player that will enter our family, because that's the culture we have built already. Na we do it collectively. So if somebody comes in, it has to have an approval from the majority. So right now we still don't know who's coming in. As far as I know, there's no names yet in the PBA office. But come that time and the deadline will come in, we will decide by committee.
Okay. Jason will ask you your final thoughts, but before that, I want to ask you, if you had the choice of picking a rookie for Phoenix among these four names, Richie Rivero, Shawnee Winston, Brandon Bates, Keith Datu, who would you choose?
I would do whatever Coach Jamike does. If Coach Jamike tells me to jump, I will say how high. So whatever Coach Jamike says I'm going to agree with, and then I'll do it 2 more times.
That's the safest answer. Jason, your expectations for the coming season.
What was that?
Your expectations for the coming season. Will Phoenix be there fighting? A lot of fans are wondering, is Phoenix in there to just participate or to go for the championship?
Oh no, we're definitely in there to win, and it starts in
Okay.
practice. Even Coach Jamike already set the tone after the last game. He didn't say we're just going to practice. He said we're going to practice hard, and you know, I've experienced teams that don't want to practice hard, and they take it easy and they take things for granted. And that's a special thing about our team is like JV said, we're all hungry and we're young. We have the energy and we have the legs. So I'm excited, and I'm always excited, and I'm sure we have a good import coming in. And not only the players are getting better, our coaches are getting better, Willie's getting better, Coach Mike's getting better. So I'm really excited.
Okay, JJ, ikaw naman. Expectation mo for this coming season. Ang first conference natin, Commissioner's Cup. Darating na naman ang Bay Area Dragons. JJ.
Kami naman, every game naman, ang gusto ni Coach Jamike sa amin is lumaban. So, this coming conference, we're gonna fight, and hopefully, papunta sa amin yung panalo. But, yun lang may expect nyo sa amin is we're gonna fight all throughout.
Okay, RR Garcia. Feeling mo naman?
Sa akin, sir, yun nga, sabi nga ni Jay, lalaban at lalaban kami. Talagang ipakita namin sa mga fans na yung Phoenix na team talagang mag-all out talaga. Yun,
At
sir,
hindi
tingin ko.
susuko.
Yan, hindi po.
Okay. Larry, ikaw naman. Anong expectations mo sa Phoenix this coming season? At anong maibibigay mo sa Phoenix?
Yun nga sir, yung sabi nung dalawa, lalaban at lalaban kami. Yun yung gustong-gusto ni Coach Jamike. Yun po yung lagi po niyang sinasabi sa amin bago po maglaro.
Okay, and JV, your final words. You've gone through different coaches. Ngayon with Coach Jamike, how comfortable are you with the system and your expectations for the coming season?
Siyempre, Sir Quinito, super comfortable na kasi it's Coach Jamike eh. Siya yung head coach namin nung college, San Beda days. So, lahat ng gestures niya, alam ko na. Lahat ng mga, minsan sinasabi niya, alam ko. Even si JJ din eh. So, expectations, Sir Quinito, I don't want to jinx it, pero for sure, may one of our players is gonna be breakout season nila to. Itong year, itong next PBA season. At the same time, we're gonna overachieve. Not only win, we're gonna overachieve this season.
Wow, that's something to look forward to, overachieving. Jason, we want to give you the final say. Your thoughts about your teammates, your team, the chemistry, the development, the experience, the lessons from the past conferences and the past seasons. Jason, the floor is yours.
I'd like to start with JJ. Like earlier you said JJ seems like he likes to pass the ball. For my perception, I think JJ is one of the top 3 best shooters in the league. He just doesn't get to shoot the ball 15 times like all these guys do. Like I played with Jeff, I played with Matt. You know, I worked out with everybody, and JJ's up there with him. So we want him to shoot. But not only JJ, the shooting is what's special on our team, and Coach Jamike knows that too. Larry can shoot. Everybody can shoot, and we work hard too. Simon Camacho is only like 6'3", and he grabbed 16 rebounds, second to last game, I think. And everybody works really hard. And today, even JV and Sean Mangati were in there today in the hot gym because I didn't want to turn on the aircon because I'm cheap. And yeah, I'm just really excited for these guys, and I wanna win, and I want to see them all successful because I see the work they put in, but people don't get to see the results. So yeah, not only for me, but I want to see everyone do good, and I'm sure they will. So.
Well, on that note, thanks very much, Jason. I think the vibes is extremely positive with the Phoenix Fuel Masters. Coach Jamike, thank you for assembling this gathering, getting the players to join us on PIRTV. More power to you guys. Best of luck in the coming season. And before you go, I just want to be able to take a picture of all of us. There you go. Thanks very much again, guys. And thank
Thank
you
you,
for
Sir
joining.
Quinito.
Play
Thank you,
Right
Sir
TV.
Quinito. Good
Thank you.
night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sir
Thanks,
Ganito.
Thank you,
Harry.
everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks,
Good
Thank you.
night,
Jason. Thanks,
everybody.
Thank you
JJ.
po, thank
Thanks,
you po.
RR.
Thank you,
Thank
mic
you.
drop.
Thank you,
Best of
sir.
luck.
I'm
Best
out.
of luck to you guys. At maraming salamat sa inyo lahat.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you. Thank you. Okay, marami tayong natutunan in that special episode. All-star cast po tayo. Ang daming players and of course, Phoenix coach Jamike Harin. First time ko nalaman about yung pagtutubo ng buhok at pagdodonate sa Santo, and it's something that's maybe getting the players together in honor for something that they are aspiring to do. So maraming salamat to the Phoenix Fuel Masters for gracing our show. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe to PlayTry TV. You're only gonna get this kind of conversations and chats and exchange of ideas on PlayTry TV. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat. Quinito Henson po saying, play it right all the time.